So this week's Parshat Vaera, Jewish people are found still as slaves in Egypt. But there are 7 of the Eser Makot, 7 of the 10 plagues that took place. We're just going to go through a couple of them with a raised hand. Can someone possibly tell me one of the 10 plagues? Yes? Dam. That's correct. Kinim. We only speak Hebrew in the schools. Come on over here. Yes? Wild animals. Okay, we'll do one more. Go ahead, sir. Yes, that's going to be next week. That's the sequel. Save some for the sequel. All right, go ahead. One more. Why not? Moshe. Okay. So, what I'd like to talk about is how Moshe felt. Can you imagine? He was told to go and free Jewish people. He goes to Paro, and of course, what does he say? No, you can't go. You're not leaving. And then they bring all these different plagues, one after the other, and he keeps going back, and he says, so, can we go now? And yet he keeps saying no. I'm wondering, how is it possible that someone like Moshe would not just give up? He's been told over and over and over, no, and yet he keeps going back. To answer that question, I'd like to share with you a little bit of history and a story about someone who is famous for this number. Number 42. Does anyone have any idea who has some connection to this number? It may have something to do with sports, by the way. Yes. Jackie Robinson. Very good. That's correct. Now, Jackie Robinson, for those that do not know, he was the very first African American that was allowed to play for Major League Baseball. In his very first day that he played, which was April 15, 1947, he was confronted with tons of people that were not happy that he was there. There were people that were booing in the crowds, but it was time for him to get back on home plate. And he had to stand up there with all those people yelling and screaming, saying maybe not such nice things. And let me put on this helmet. It doesn't fit. Either the helmet's too small or I don't know. All right, so we'll have to, we'll do this. I'm sure it would fit, right? So Jackie Robinson was up at bat, and he heard the coach on the other team, and he was saying terrible, mean things to him. And at first, it got him a little bit rattled. He was upset. And because of that, he swung, and there was a routine pop fly. And the other team caught it, and everyone on the other team was laughing. It got him very, very upset. He was really sad that he was treated that way. And one person on his team put his hand around him and said, Jackie, we need you. We need you on this team. Don't listen to them. Push forward. And then, not too much later, it doesn't get much better. The pitcher started smiling. And he was up at bat. And the pitcher took the ball. And this is totally against the rules, of course. And he threw it really hard. And it hit him. It hit him in the face. And it may have been done on purpose. And at this point, everyone on the team said, this is unacceptable. And they started getting upset. They started supporting Jackie Robinson. started showing his true colors, literally, how great he was. It did not make any difference what color he was. It did not make any difference. Because he was a great person and a great baseball player. Until one time, he stood up at bat. And that pitcher was, who knows what he was going to do. And he said, "Hey, what's your problem? You scared? You don't want to pitch to me?" So the pitcher said, "Okay, I'm going to give you everything I got." Jackie Robinson took his bat, looked at the ball with great intensity. He swung, and you could hear a pop in the stands, in the stadium. And you could hear the announcer saying, "That ball is going, it's gone!" And Jackie Robinson hit a home run. And that was one of many times in which we find his great success as a baseball player. One of the things, just like Moshe, you could ask, how did he do it? In the face of all these different people being so mean and cruel, nonetheless, he was able to continue to the point that every April 15th, if you ever watch a baseball game on that day, every single person will wear the exact same number 42, to remember this great baseball player, Jackie Robinson. One of the amazing things that he also did is he actually created 9 values. And I'd like to share with you one of them. Out of the 9, courage, determination, teamwork, integrity, citizenship, justice, commitment, and excellence, he focused on the word that I want to talk about now. Persistence. What is persistence? Working toward a goal and continuing to move forward even though you face obstacles or barriers. Jackie Robinson taught that even though he was faced with great difficulty, he didn't give up. He continued in his goals, in his journey, and because of that, the world is a different place, and certainly baseball became a totally different school. On Monday, we have Martin Luther King Day, in which Martin Luther King, although his life was cut short, made unbelievable contributions to the world. And he too faced much persistence, much difficulty, but nonetheless, he was still able to continue to teach his message, his dream, that it's important for us not to focus on what we look like on the outside, what's on the inside that matters most. And I believe that's maybe the answer of our Parshat, Moshe. Moshe, just like Martin Luther King and Jackie Robinson, also embraced this great trait of perseverance. That even though he had great obstacles, Paro said no, it didn't matter. He still continued to push forward until finally the Jewish people were free. So my message to each and every one of you is, in life, you may try something new and you may be great at it. And you may succeed right away, but a lot of times in life, that's not what happens. Sometimes we try and we fail. Sometimes we try and we fall. But we need, just like the message of Jackie Robinson, that we have to be able to face whatever difficulties, whatever obstacles we have. And when you do that, just like the great speech of Martin Luther King, your dreams can become a reality. Shabbat Shalom, everybody!